Hello everyone and welcome to today's Unleashed episode. I've been doing a bit of work by here on my portal, just tidying things up a little bit. And as I said last episode, there's a few things I needed to sort out, so why don't I walk you through them now. So first of all, this portal. I've just been working on the design here, but pigmen seem to be spawning in here, so I'm going to have to move this portal back a little bit sometime. And we'll just basically have a little design similar to this. And I need to block this portal off when not in use, just so no pigmen or anything decides to spawn inside. So yeah, so I've gone with this red border, so I'm just coming up with the design for these corridors underneath my main floor. So I thought this red looks pretty good, so I'm going to probably stick with this design and have it all leading to all my other rooms and so on. And also I did finish off that thermal expansion stuff, so I've got myself my magma crucible and a liquid transposer, and using these it can allow me to make, I don't know if I got them here. Nope. So it allows me to make, let me just dig into here, my power system. So I've gone with a redstone power conduits, and underneath I've gone with the redstone energy cell. So all I could do now is chuck any coal in here, and I won't waste as much as before, as this will store all my energy that I need. So that's the basic power for now. I know I talked about setting up a rail system outside, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that for this episode, so I'm just going to set up some basic setup outside for my resources and so on, and I've already made the start. And to connect all these different areas, I had to look at what materials I could use to build a path. So I discovered this item here, which is called, let me just dig it up, which is called rough brownstone slab. And to make this is a bit complicated. It's a bit difficult to automate, as I will show you now. So all you need is gravel and your smeltery downstairs, and cook up some tin in your smeltery, as I've already got some here. And what you got to do is right click on this basin, and it uses up, there you go, and it uses up 1 nugget. So there's 9 nuggets in an ingot, so it doesn't really use that many resources. It just uses a lot of tin. Let's grab a bit more of that. And what I've been doing is I've been turning them into slabs, which allows me to have more resources. So that's what I've been doing for the path. And the good thing about this new path is when you go to walk on it, it speeds your travel up somewhat. So let me show you the difference now. And if you noticed, I had a little speed boost there. So I decided to use this, and this will speed me up, going around all my different places and so on. And I'm going to build a path network all around here. I've built up this side as well. I've got my resources for cotton until I get myself some sheep, and I'm going to put all my potatoes and veg on this side so I can have plenty of food to keep me going. Well, it's getting a bit night time, This building over here is going to be where I place all my cattle. So all I need to do is make a feed station here. I just noticed this cow is... Oh, how did that happen? Hang on a second, I've got to deal with this. Yeah, old bug is rearing his head again. If you remember the bug where cattle get stuck in the corner of your buildings. I honestly thought that bug was fixed, but I guess not. And the other guy is going to get stuck there now. So let me attract these guys over here a minute. And breed up a few more of them. There we go. Yeah, and this is going to be my barn for my cattle. So what I'm going to do now is just finish off the roof and the sides. And for the roof on this, I'm going to use some thatch, but to do that I need a certain resource which I haven't found yet, so let me just show you what I mean. Bamboos. So I have to find some bamboos from somewhere, and it's one of the biomes of plenty biomes, so I'll have to go hunting for that sometime, and I'm going to use this for my ceiling and roof on my barn over there. So yeah, that's my basic setup so far. I also gonna set up a few more areas here. So now that I've done all that, let's make a start on building some machines for my Steve carts and railcraft system that's eventually going to go outside here. So let's have a look now. So the first item we need is called, let's find Steve's carts, is called the cart assembler, of course. So we have to build ourselves a cart assembler before we go anywhere. So we're going to need some stone and some iron ingots and a bit of gold and some redstone. And another part of this as well is we're going to have to make our blast furnace and make some fuel to use in our carts and so on. So let's get these materials now. I need some smooth stone, so let's cook that up. Alright, that's cooking up. Let's got a bit of gold and redstone. So as you can see, I've got too many resources on me as usual. So why don't I get rid of some of these? I'll just put them randomly in chests as nothing is actually sorted yet. Keep that. Alright, so right, we need some gold. That should be enough. And some redstone. And some iron. Okay. Next up we need... That's cooked now, so over to the crafting bench. And the first item we need is the simple PCBs. So what I gotta do is just do that. So I need 2 of these. There we go. And all I gotta do then is just make the rest of it. Which is quite easy to make. There we go, 1 cart assembler. And we'll place this right by here, I think. This looks like a good spot. Considering I've got the item underneath. I just need to fix that. There we go. So I'm going to need another one of these conduits. I think I put it in one of these somewhere. Bear with me while I find it. There they are. And we'll move it over one. I'll place it right by here actually. Yeah, that's a good spot. Perfect. And why I placed that underneath, I'll never know. But anyway, so we've got our cart assembler made. And we've got to have a look at what we're going to do with this. Okay, first item we need to make is a cart. So let's have a look here what carts we got. We've got the wooden hull, standard hull, or the reinforced hull, and each one uses different types of materials. But right now we have a problem with making the top one, as we haven't got the materials for this yet. However, we can make the standard hull, which is quite easy to make really. It's just this recipe. So let's grab some sticks. Should be enough. And we've got our iron on us. Well, I might need a bit more iron than that. So just grab ourselves a stack. And we need to make the wheels. So first of all we need to make sticks. Ah, damn. And I made the wrong item, but never mind. This item is for Tinker's Construct. So let's grab some sticks. And place the iron up. I got it the wrong way around. So the sticks are going to go on the outside. The iron in the middle. So we need two of these. And then you just make it like a normal cart. There we go. So we've got ourselves the standard cart. And I'll place this in here for now. So we opened, all these bits have opened up, so I got enough room for quite a few things here. And my complexity cap is 50 and 200 for the hull capacity. So that's the basic cart. So we've got to add on top of this other things. So let's have a look what we can add. So first thing we need to do is look at an engine system. So let's have a look at our engines. Now what type of engines we got? Well, we can go for a coal engine, or a solar engine, or a bit of both, but I think we'll go for a solar engine. And it does look a little complicated, but this is what we're going to go with first. So first of all, let's have a look at how to make these items. So first of all, we got the solar panels. Now that's quite easy. We just need to grab some glowstone from the nether. So I'll do that in a minute. I haven't actually gone and explored the nether yet. And next up we need some simple PCPs again. Right, okay. So let's make some of them. Right, so we need to make some of these. And if you notice in the recipe, we needed 2 of them. So I'll make 2 of them. There we go. And well, that's why, because I didn't put enough in there. Right, so next up is the advanced one. And the 2 on the sides. There you go, advanced PCP. And all we need now is to make these pistons. Good thing I already got that set up. So I'll put some of the iron in there. So that's 2 pistons done. Next up is these solar panels. So I'm going to need 8 glowstone dust. So let's go and do that now. And hopefully I'll do this without actually dying. Here we go. So here we are. I gotta be careful because I do believe there's some spiders on the other side of this. Hopefully there won't be anything too nasty over here. Right, so let's go looking for some glowstone. Now where's our nearest batch? Okay, I'm gonna have to go upstairs there, so let's go. I got my food and stuff. I should be okay. Let's hope there's nothing nasty in my way. Excellent, so let's get up there now. All we need is our hammer. Alright, excellent. So we got ourselves some glowstone now, and we can head back and make a start. Right. Okay, so now that we've got our glowstone, we can make that item. So you need to make 4 solar panels, and they're quite simple to make, really. Excellent. So we've got 4 of them now, and we need to make the engine itself. There we go, 1 engine. So let's put that in the cart assembler ready. There we go, power 1's solar power energy. So next we need to look at what tool and attachments we need to make. So let's make a basic woodcutter, I think. So we need our diamonds per there and 5 of these. Okay, that's part 1 done, and next up is this woodcutting core. So I'm going to need all different types of trees surrounded by one of these. Okay, let's do that. Right, next we need to make the advanced PCB. Let's make 2 of them again. There's no doubt we'll need another one down the line. And finally, I think we need all the different types of tree. Yep. So we need about 8 different types of tree. Hopefully I've got enough for that. Right, so Let's see if we can make it with, oh, excellent, I can make it with just the one if I wanted to. So we got ourselves a woodcutting core. There we go, woodcutting core, and we need to place the iron on top of that. So I can take that back. Oh, I thought I lost it for a second. Right, so iron and our special cutters. Excellent, so we've got ourselves a tool on the end. Now this is to cut trees. What else will we need here? Attachments. So we're probably going to need some kind of planter. Okay, I'm going to have a look for these and I'll be right back once I've decided what I'm going to do. So let's do the internal storage first. So that's basically, it's just planks and some wood either side in the middle. So that's easy enough to make. And while we're here, might as well get rid of all these trees. Right, so let's grab ourselves a bit of wood. Any wood will do. Let's grab some of that. And a whole load of planks we need. Where did I... There they are. Okay, let's go. And just make this item. So I needed... I could have sworn I picked up 2 pieces of wood there. Might soon have it. Right, so we need one either side. And the rest of it's wood. There we go. Might as well grab 2 of them. Now, what's poking from my window? There's a spider with an ocelot hat. Ah, yes. As you can see, there's stuff spawning over there. I need to put some lighting over in that barn sometime. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's make our internal storage. So next we need a chest lock. So stone and iron. Easy enough. There we go. I might as well make 2 just for the fun of it. And get them on there as well. So storage. I could actually make two of them. Yeah, let's add the 2 of them there. You have 2 extra storage. Right. Well, I think there's one more item that we need. It's called a coal engine. Oh, really easy. So all we need is a forge, and I got one of them over here. So why don't we just use one of these, as pretty soon I'm going to be getting rid of these and put my icy tube machines in. And all we need to do is get 2 more pistons. There we go. And finally, just add the last bit of our machine and we're ready to roll. So we've got a basic woodcutter, solar engine and coal engine. Oh, well, let's hope this works now. There we go. And let's hit that assemble button. Okay, all we're going to do now is wait. And yeah, 24 minutes. Okay, while that's waiting for that, we might as well add our rail system in. And I found some rails down in a dungeon. If I can find them. There they are. Right, I'm gonna sort out a few things here now, and I'll meet you outside once we're ready to lay down that track. This is the area that I'm gonna... Oh, great. Never mind, excuse me. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the area I'm gonna build my little cart system for farming trees. So we're gonna have to make sure we've got enough room to do this. So I might have to move back some of this land, or I could just... No, let's see what happens anyway. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of landscaping here, and we'll be back, and we can start laying out some of that track. Yeah, this is gonna work. So we'll go all the way down this way, and we'll have it to this part here. There we go. That should give us plenty of time for some of the trees to grow. Excellent. So there we go. So that's where we're gonna have our little tree farm. And from that wood we will use it as fuel, and we can use that to power our systems in our base. But for now I've got to wait for that cart to assemble, and once it's assembled we'll be right back to see what trouble we can get into. So I'll see you in a moment. I think my minecart is finished doing its business, so let's have a look. Yes, it is finished. So let's take that out of there now, and hopefully things should be okay. So let's grab some coal now. I've cooked up some charcoal in here ready. I'm not sure if the thing will take it, so we'll take some other coal just in case. Oh, and we need some saplings, of course. So let's have a look what we want to grow. So why don't we just go with the traditional oak saplings. And it's getting dark, so let me just wait for the sun to go down and catch some sleep, and we can carry on. We're now around the back of my base where I'm gonna set up my tree farm, and let's have a look at my cart now. So let's get it in position. Gathered a few items here like my coal and my saplings ready. So let's place this item down now, and you should see the solar panels coming up, and it should slowly start to move. There it goes. Right, so I want to get in this way now just to stop it from going anywhere. So I can alter a few settings here. Oh, it's gone backwards. Right, let's disable some of these just until I fix it. Right, so we need to alter the engine to a lower priority than the solar engine. So we'll place that on low priority. And it looks like we've got a durability on the woodcutter. And why that's on 99% I'm not sure. And we've got our internal chest where all our oak should go eventually. Right, so what we need to do here is place a few items in. Let's turn this off for now. Disabled. So turn everything off. Move it forward a bit so it gets on the rail. There we go. and it should gradually run out of power. Right, so it's out of power now. So let's place it right. We need our oak to go in here and our coal or charcoal to go into the engine. So we've got 2 internal chests, so we got more than enough wood here. And when the time comes, we'll build another item called a cargo manager, which is around here somewhere. There it is. So we're going to build this item here, so I can unload my cart when the time comes. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to let this run its course and carry on. Now, as you can see, the sun has gone down, so let's activate our cart now and let's put it on high priority, disabled, and that one on low priority. And as you can see, it started planting these saplings and it's using the remain of its solar power. And when that runs out, it should start using the coal. So I'm going to grab some sleep and we'll see how far it gets. Okay, our cart is going on and now we need to test to see if it will actually cut the trees. So I've got myself some bone meal just for testing purposes, and let's grow ourselves one of these trees. So we'll go with this one here, if it decides to grow, that is. There we go. Now when it comes round now, it should automatically cut down that tree and replant the saplings that it finds. Bam, there we go. And it planted the sapling just as I... Oh, and it had another sapling. Excellent. So over time now, this area is going to get filled with trees. And it should unload its cargo. So have a look how much it's got in it. And it collects the apples. Even better. So I'll have a food source and a wood source all at the same time. However, I'm probably going to use these apples for another purpose, which we'll come to in another episode. And most of this wood is going to be used for fuel anyway in my power system on my base. So yeah, that's my rear cart system, or my Steve's cart system I should say. By next episode you should see a whole row of trees growing and a whole load of wood and apples in my storage. Oh, and there's one grown now. So let's just watch that. Excellent. Working perfectly. There we go. So yeah, we done a little bit today. I'm going to work a bit more on basic resource collecting, using a bit of automation and growing. As you can see, I got my rubber trees growing down the bottom there, and that's for my IC2 sometime in the future. But the next stage to this rail cart system is I've got to build myself some of those, a way to manufacture steel and how to get some coke for my coal. So I hope you enjoy watching today, and if you have any comments please leave them below, and I'll see you next episode.